Yeah, I want to go over this LED lit magnifier. It's pretty good for it can double as a lamp for a desk, a little night lamp. It's an LED, it hardly takes any electricity, but it's got a magnifier on it. So like for instance, if you want to be looking through, some kind of detail that you can't see that well, it's got a 5-power magnifier, plus it has the extra strong lens in there too. It's a 2-power magnifier with a 5-power insert. This is what it is. It's not a commercial, but I figured it's a very good idea. It's not that expensive. The prices probably vary where you got it. You get it. I got it on Amazon. But the other thing is, sometimes I'm soldering with a solder iron, and I can't really see what the hell I'm soldering, and I'm trying to get it under a good light. Well, this thing, for instance, you can see the light. And if you don't have much light like this, if it's that light's turned off, it's a hell of a lot better. Now, the other beauty of it is, too, it comes with a power cord, so you could be powered, right? But it also uses 3 double A batteries, so if you disconnect the power, you got the AA batteries in it, and it still works. And since it's LED, it'll last a long time. But this is very handy because a lot of times you can't see. Well, it's very portable. It's very lightweight. It's got a very large base on it. You can see that. It's got a very large magnifier. You can see that too. It's also got the 5-power insert. But it can double as a desktop lamp. It could double as something like looking at IRS forms, soldering, working with intricate details, sewing. Maybe you can't see, sometimes the laptops, they come with these little LED lights because it doesn't illuminate the keyboard that well on a laptop or something. This is a perfect thing for that because, it's an LED light. It's never going to really burn out. You can use AC power just like this, and you can take it anywhere just by unplugging it. It still stays on. It still stays on. So you can use AC, or this is just battery power, and it's a pretty strong light. So you can see when I shut it off. I actually have let me see if I shut a fluorescent light off and the overhead light off. You can see it's pretty dull, dim. You see? It's a pretty powerful light. It is definitely. That's just the battery. So, it's a pretty powerful light. But for the money, it's well worth it because it has several purposes. Because sometimes you pay money for having a desk light, or you pay money for having an LED light for your laptop to illuminate your keyboard, or you pay. In other words, it's gotten a lot of different uses. And this 5-power lens is pretty damn strong, so you don't have to use the LED light all the time. You could just have the magnifier, but it's a very, very, very handy, lightweight. It's got the base is pretty heavy to keep it secure. This is never going to fall over. Like if I put my finger here, you can see it's pretty solid. It is pretty solid. So anyway. I just figured I'd put the Christmas card in here. I didn't get this for a Christmas gift. I just thought this was an extremely handy thing to have because the one thing I have a problem with sometimes is seeing the keyboard, seeing certain forms. I can't read that well, like tax forms in the fine print. And also the main reason was soldering. When I'm trying to solder something, it's difficult to see, and there isn't enough light. And I'm trying to use 2 hands to hold the solder and the solder gun at the same time. So this is a handy multi-purpose light for that reason. So excellent. And you can just, like I said, you can pull the power off of it. Stays on because you got batteries. And with an LED, it's going to last a long time. The batteries will last a very long time. And you don't have to use the batteries at all. You can use just the plug-in from your AC adapter. So I think it's a great product. So, but it's cheap. It's cheap. I mean, why get one thing for one purpose? This does a lot of different purposes. It's not just for desk. It's for hobbies or whatever. Sewing hobbies where you're trying to see something, tax forms, or even your soldering or electronics. A lot of different things. So it's very handy to have. So I like it. I figured I'd just pass this on because it's not much money. I forgot what it is. I don't want to say what it is because the price varies. I got it on Amazon. It's very cheap, and I'm not selling it. There's no link to. I'm not an Amazon reseller or nothing. I just bought it, So, but I think it's a great idea, So, I try to find things that have more than one purpose, so you don't have too much junk. In other words, this can serve a lot of different purposes. Yeah. Also, if you have a power outage, you actually have a ready to made, unplugging that flashlight. You can walk around with this thing and use it as a flashlight. Hey, where am I at? So it's pretty handy. But it does not recharge the batteries when this is plugged in. You actually have to put the batteries in there, but it will last an extremely long time just on batteries because it's just a one LED bulb, and that's really all you need. So it could double as a flashlight in any kind of emergency. That's another thing.